What's good YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Larsen and Conditioning. In today's video we'll talk about mistakes that is killing your gains. Poor sleep or lack of sleep, it makes your recovery worse as well as reduce the performance in the gym. It increases a stress hormone called cortisol, which will lower protein synthesis and decrease testosterone. Both are things that will negatively impact the gains you can get. Mistake number 2, eating too much junk. There's a time and space for it. However, if you do it all the time, you'll just be getting a lot of calories that you likely do not need. You'll also be getting low quality protein and a low amount as well. Too much junk can also hurt your sleep as well as harming your health. For both gains and health, it's unwise to consume large amounts of junk. Mistake number 3, you're training too softly. You may have a good program, however, your own efforts are sorely lacking. Because of this, you're getting little to no gains. It is called gains for a reason. It is something you gain through hard work. You must challenge yourself. A lot of people will train with 5 reps left in the tank and think that is hard, and at the same time thinking why they aren't getting any progress. Mistake number 4, very opposite of number 3. You're training too hard and you need to dial it back. Do you find yourself taking every set to failure or a large portion of them, and at the same time find yourself unable to progress and grow? If this is the case after months and months, then you're simply going too hard and you need to dial it back. Taking fewer sets to failure or perhaps train fewer days. Somehow you need to back off your intensity so your body can recover. Mistake number 5, eating too little protein. If you aren't eating enough protein, you will not be able to recover well enough in order to create the positive adaptations needed to grow. You need about 1.6 grams to 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, or if you have high body fat levels, take your height in centimeters and that will be your protein for the day. So if you're 170 centimeters tall, you will need 170 grams per day. That can be used as a general rule, however is extremely useful if you carry a lot of body fat, as the 1.6 gram per kilo doesn't take into account being very fat, whereas the height in centimeters will land a lot closer to what you would actually need. Mistake number 6, thinking you're eating enough. This is mostly people who are very skinny. They tend to overreport what they're eating, which means they say they eat more than they do. Similarly, the people who are overweight tends to underreport how much they eat. They think they eat less than they do, often forgetting to count their cookies or sodas because those things aren't food, so they don't count it as a meal. However, it still has calories, and that's what really matters. If you're studying and snagging on things while doing your studies or work tasks, it's likely you're taking in a lot more calories than you burn off, so it's very easy to overconsume on sugary treats. Mistake number 7, training without a clear goal in mind. Not that you just want to lose weight, build muscle, get stronger, or something else that is similarly vague. Think of something specific. Example, I want to lose weight for my wedding. Then think of how much so it becomes measurable. Think about why this goal is attractive to you. Next, you want to make sure the goal is realistic. Example, don't say you want to lose 20 kgs in 8 weeks or you want to run a marathon in a few months. Realize it takes time. Lastly, a timetable. That could be 4 months. Depending on how much time you give yourself, your goal may have to be readjusted. If you really want to lose 20 kgs, however you only give yourself 4 months, you need to scale it back down so the goal could be reached. For most people, what could be realistic would be half to a kilo per week. This really depends on how much they're carrying, as well as if they have trained for years and want to maintain muscle mass. In that case, in order to maintain as much as possible, you need to give yourself more time, perhaps even include diet breaks so you can sustain it, which is a tool everybody can use and it makes you feel a lot easier to lose weight. Mistake number 8, you do not follow a structured program. If you just go in and do things willy-nilly, you cannot expect the results that you want. Having things planned out will make it easy to track and keep yourself honest about your efforts. If you haven't gotten stronger in some time or haven't added reps while you're training however you like, then you've gotten past the stage where training results come very easy and now need something that puts you on the right path. The program needs to be specific to you and your goals. If you either have been born with a dislocated shoulder or that has happened later in life, the program needs to reflect this challenge that you have. If you're making these mistakes, you need to watch the upcoming video called How to Fix Mistakes That Are Killing Your Gains. Comment down below if there's anything related to today's video you would like me to cover. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Larsen and Conditioning, signing out. Have a good one.